everybody, I'm Tom Basil.
And I'm Travis Chance.
All right, Travis Chance is from Kolossal Games, and he's here to teach me Hunt the Ravager. Hunt the Ravager. I am being hunted. I am the Ravager. But
yes.
I don't, give me my...
What's in a name, right?
No, give me my motivation here.
So you are essentially a wronged samurai lieutenant that's back from the dead who's exacting his revenge. You are tasked to retrieve these 3 mystical treasures, and now you're coming... I am the Empress with my new trusted lieutenants.
Quick point, the Empress killed me.
Correct. I killed you.
I'm still slightly peeved about that.
So you're coming to take back the things that I tasked you to go get in the first place. That's going to be, you're going to exactly
finish my job.
Yes. So what we're going to be doing in this game is it's a 2-player, it's a 2 to 4 player hidden movement game. It does play 2, 3, 4 players. All of those player counts are slightly different. So the 4 player is a team game. The 3 player, there is a different role in the game. But we're going to be showing the 2 player game, which I believe where it really kind of shines. And you're going to be in classic hidden movement style. You're going to be moving around the board without me knowing, tracking your movements.
So before we turn the cameras on here, I picked one of these spots. There's 35 spots on the board. I can't start in water or in a ravaged spot, which actually cancels out 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 25 spots I can be in. One of those places is my base. That's
Your
where
lair,
I have to get my lair, where I have to get these treasures to.
Mm-hmm. So
after I picked that, then he put the treasures out using a chart, because obviously putting the treasures in a corner is the hardest for me to get to. Mm-hmm. So you can only put one in one corner. And if the easier he makes the treasures, you actually get some extra points at the end of the game.
Yeah, so I opted to, if you look at this little card here, I opted to put something up here in the corner for 3 of my 5 defense points that I could spend. I put something over here for 0, and then I put one down here for 1. So I will get 1 extra point. Another thing that's interesting about this game is, like I said, it's point-based. It's not just binary. A lot of hidden movement games are the hunter catches the hunted and they win, or the hunted escapes, evades capture and they win. In this, you will play through as the Ravager over 3 rounds. You're going to have 3 attempts to get these treasures, 1 treasure per round, obviously, back to your lair. And I'm just trying to stop you from scoring points. There's going to be some other ways that you can score points, and then we would switch. Right, so then I would be the Ravager, and you're going to take the role of the Empress, and we're going to see who scores the higher points of the 2 players.
Well, the easiest way to explain is to just do it.
Yep, that's right.
So we're in round 1 of 3 rounds. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pick one of these 3 treasures to steal.
Correct.
It's going to be this one.
Okay, right next to my guy.
So that comes off the board. I know, that's how cheeky I am.
So you're going to flip
So I'm going to write here on my board C3, because that's where I started.
Correct. You're going to flip this to the Ravage side. This is a victory point, so that's going to be one victory.
I'm already winning.
You're already winning.
I'm tied because you started with a point.
Yeah, well, and you've got 5 rage, though. So, and then we're going to put a footprint here just as a little reminder that you've been to this place so far this round, okay? Now you can move 1 or 2 spaces. You can move diagonally, so you were here, so you could go zip, zip, you could go wherever. There's a couple rules. When you move over water, you have to put a footprint on the water, and you can never end your movement in water. Water is kind of your kryptonite.
I hate water.
You hate it. I don't like to drink it myself.
Sucks. It really, really sucks.
I don't like water at all. I think it's disgusting to drink. Don't drink water. I just drank some water.
The joke don't work when you explain it.
No, I know. Well, that's why I'm not funny. So the next thing is, after you move, you have to decide, do you want to burn a rage? And for every rage you have at the end of your time as a Ravager, that's 1 victory point. Or do you want to ravage a location? Okay? So you're going to have to do one of the 2. So that's going to help me to determine where you've been.
Got it.
Right?
I'm ready. I have
All right.
I like my choices here. So I'm going to move 1 and or 2 spaces. And then I'm going to burn a rage, because I don't want to give you any information as to where I am right now.
Okay. So you're already going.
So here's the thing, though. From here, I could be anywhere here, because 2 spaces lets me move a lot of distance.
That's correct.
Except he knows I'm not here, and I'm not here. And in fact, he even knows, well, no, actually, I could be here, because I could have gone 1, 2.
Correct. So the hunt begins. So
the hunt begins.
My samurai, my 3 trusted samurai that I'm sending, my hunters, they move along these sort of intersections, these junction points. So they're considered to be at 4 locations, because they're kind of trying to cover as much ground as possible. So I can move them 1 or 2 areas.
Can they stay where they are?
They can stay where they are. And I am going to...
Do you pick the order you move them in?
Right. And then there are a couple locations where there's a couple options I can do. So one of the most obvious options is I can hunt the Ravager, hence the name. And I can say, are you here? And if you are here and I'm right and I catch you...
Are you saying that?
No, I'm not saying that. So I could do that. The problem is if I do that, on my next round, when I go to use my guys, my options are I can hunt again in that place, or I have to just spend a turn moving him, like a force.
Wow, that'd be super cheeky if you were in a space and I went right to that space.
Yep. I can use an action to just move my guy an additional junction point, because maybe I think you're zipped across the board and I've messed up and put all my guys in one area where I didn't want to do. And then I have these two locations that I can use that are quite helpful. The first one is the shrine, where I can consult the kami. I can point to any...
Well, let's just show as you do each
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. So I'm going to actually use the village action. So I'm going to talk to the elders, question the elders. So what that means...
Elders were with me. They're not telling you nothing.
You have to tell me, except for the Ravage locations, you have to tell me if you've moved through any of these, including this area. So here, 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 and here. If you move through any of those, you have to put a footprint down. So that's this guy's action.
I don't have to show the ravaged ones?
Not the ravaged ones. Not this one, not this one. And I'm actually, yeah, so I'm going to go here. So anything that's radiating this 9-card little node here.
With the exception of the ravaged locations.
With the exception, you do not put those.
Got it.
Okay. So that guy's done. I believe, actually, I was supposed to move them all and then use their abilities. But I'm not going to move them for what it's worth. I'm going to use this shrine, and I'm going to ask if you have been to this place. So I consult the spirits, and I can choose a place that's been even ravaged or is war-torn. So I'm going to ask if you've been here. And if you have to put a token there.
I will say no.
Okay. And then I'm going to go to this guy. I'm going to see if you've been here. Oh, no, I would already know that because you've been there. I will say here.
No.
Okay. That's your first round. I think I have an idea of where you are.
That was poor planning on the Ravager's part.
So now you get to go once more.
Interesting.
And I'm just...
Okay. Whew, this is scary, actually. I always feel like this... All right, so I moved 1 or 2, and I have to ravage one of them or waste a rage. I don't wish to waste a rage, so
you've got this interesting resource, and remember, when you're ravaging, you're scoring points. So there's like some tension there.
I'm gonna ravage this area.
Well, that's not nice.
Well, we did give the people warning. We're like, get out! I'm about to blow everything up! And then they got out.
It's just a shrine, so there was some monks that were hanging out there. I don't know. All right, I am going to...
So you have to move them all first?
So I have to move them all, and then I have to use them. So I am going to go 1, 2. I'm going to go 1. And I'm going to go 1. All right. So now, move them all, then take the action. So I'm going to use this guy here. Have you been here or here?
Yes.
Golly gee.
Those purple ones are like my nemesis.
I know. You can just keep blowing them up, right? All right, so this guy is obviously terrible, so I'll just use him here.
No.
And then I'll force to march this guy over here.
That's another move you can do?
Yeah, that's his action.
Got it.
So I'm trying to close in on you. All right, so we go to the third round. Sorry, and we're moving this down as we go.
How does the round end here?
So you need to get back to your lair. If you get back to your lair and if you are in your lair and you've reached your lair and you've retrieved, then you can just declare that. Now remember, if I've just figured out where you are currently, then I'm going to know where your lair is, and I can just go and try to blockade you as you.
Sure, but if let's say I was already in my lair, just as a wild assumption, could I just not move on my turn?
You have to move one.
So I can move out of my lair and back in my lair
Yes.
if I was in my lair? Okay. And then I need to blow up one of the spots I was in?
Yeah.
Got it. Actually, I'm going to do this. So
you really can't end your turn in the water.
I know that.
All right.
Oh, actually, I'm going to actually do this instead. I just realized something else I want to do. It's a slight change of pace here. All right, I'm good. The pressure is high. I'm afraid.
It's tense, right? Like right out of
Oh,
the
was I
gate.
supposed to say I made it to my thing at the end of my turn, or do I wait till you go?
I think you have to wait until after I've taken my action. So if you don't get captured, right?
Got it.
Yeah. So I've moved my guys. I'm gonna. Oof. Well, this is gonna be the end of the thing. I have a sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and use. No, that's not gonna do anything. I'm gonna hunt here. Are you here?
No.
Okay. I am going to hunt here.
I'm not there.
Well, this stinks. I'm gonna hunt here.
I am not there.
Okay. Did you successfully deliver your treasure?
I successfully delivered my
All right.
treasure. So now I can write 4 in the victory point thing.
Yep. That's your round 1.
And I'll flip this over to show it.
Boom.
So right now I have 8 points because I spent 1 rage, which was a waste of my time.
So then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna reset.
Okay, so we are in round 2 now. So Travis has moved his samurais to different areas, trying to stop me from stealing one of these leftover 2 treasures. I'm going to be picking one of them. But before we do, let's clarify again how this works. Well, actually, I'm just going to pick this one here first.
Yeah. And so
Okay.
you're gonna flip it over. You're
So
gonna
that's
ravage it.
A1, I've just ravaged A1 for round 2.
And there's your little footprint.
So now before my first move, how does this work?
So you're going to ravage or rage. So on your first turn, you get a little bit of this is a buffer because you do that automatically. So that way you're not giving away extra information. Okay.
Got it.
Afterward, before you move, you are going to choose to either use a rage, which means you're not going to give away any information, or you can choose to ravage a location that you're on or adjacent to, and then you move.
So I don't do that right now.
You don't need to do that right now.
So I can move 2 spaces.
Correct.
I did. Oh, actually, I should probably write it down.
Up to 2 spaces, 1 or 2, yeah.
1 or 2. All right, I have moved.
All right, so I have to move my guys. So I'll move him up here. This guy, sure, I'll move him here. And I take my actions. I'm gonna go ahead and use this guy. I'm gonna say, have you been through here?
No.
Oh, that was very mean. All right, I'll use this guy to see if you've been here, 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 or here.
Do I show all of them or one?
All of them.
Okay.
All 1 of them. All right, then I'll go ahead and I'll use this guy, and I'm going to say, obviously you haven't been here, you haven't been here, or you haven't been here. So that was a waste.
Well, you don't have to do that action.
I
Then
can just move them. Move them up.
That's a forced march. That's what the
Forced
action you
march,
can do.
yeah. All right. It continues. So now you're going to decide, do you want to use a rage, or do you want to ravage a location you were on or adjacent to? You obviously can't ravage the war-torn or the water.
I'm going to rage. I'm not going to rage. I'm going to ravage a location. So
Okay.
it's the one I'm on or one I'm next to?
Next to that can be that isn't already flipped to.
Got it.
Okay. Now you move.
Now I move.
And as I pointed out, what's interesting is, so by doing that, you're giving me information, but you're scoring points.
I don't care about giving you information. I just want to score points. All right, but I'm done.
Yes, and you're blowing up my useful locations, which stinks, right?
Yeah, I'm learned that pretty quickly. No more good locations for you. I'm blowing them up.
So I know where you were. Now the question is,
you know where I've been.
Where are
and
you?
where I'm going.
All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. This guy will move over here. I'll activate this guy and say, have you been here?
What's that, C4?
Yeah.
I have not been to C4.
Oh boy. Did I mention I was bad at this game?
I feel like I played a pretty bad first turn, so.
Yeah, you got away with it though.
I did get away with it.
The audience has already figured out where you are.
Probably. That's the cool thing about this. You can play along. You just can't see where I'm at. There's no camera pointing here.
You could go
Roy,
show them.
that'd be a terrible thing to have the camera. Travis looks up, shows right where I'm at. This guard 3 is...
I'll hunt you here.
I'm not there.
I'll hunt you here.
I am not there.
Okay.
All right.
So you're gonna do your rage or your location.
I'm gonna rage.
I know you are.
Because I don't want you to know where I'm at. All right, I'm done.
So I've only got this one guy now.
So those other guys have to check those locations again?
Well, they can hunt there again, or I can move them off back onto the junction point. Yeah.
Conjunction, junction. What's
right,
your
so
function?
This guy's gonna hunt again.
You got me! You did.
I did?
You did.
There we go.
I thought I would be super sneaky and walk right in.
So you give me that treasure.
So now I gave him 4 points.
No. Well, no. I took the 4 points from you because only the Ravager really scores. The only way.
It's the same. Oh, great.
Yeah,
but it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Because when we're done with this, we would switch. So essentially, that's a swing of 4 points, which is pretty powerful.
And I'm not flipping over these action markers like I'm supposed to be doing, but that is something that you do. So I'm going to go ahead and reset.
And we all know I'm going to be starting on E4 because that's the last treasure.
Correct. And.
So even though he said he was bad at this game, what we've seen so far is that my first turn, even though I got away with the treasure, was a pretty bad turn because it kind of alerted him to a lot of things. Had I not goofed around, I always goof around in these games because I'm like, I want to dance around and see what I can. I like being like, ooh, am I here?
Well, now you don't have the
that
fear
comes to bite you.
of your lair, right? But you exposing where your lair is early means that I can just kind of hang out there, park, and just kind of keep hunting.
Sure, but if you figure out where my lair is, you will sit on it and just check it every turn.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. So now you don't have that fear because I have an idea where I think it is, but I don't know necessarily, or maybe I
don't think you know where the lair is exactly.
So you're going to pull this one off.
Sure, and ravage that area.
Ravage.
And then I'm gonna... Ooh, this is intriguing.
Pull all these old footprints off.
All right. I have moved 1 or 2. Come get me.
Okay. This guy's gonna come down here. This guy's going to go over here. This guy is going to move here.
Do it.
All right. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to say, have you been here?
That is what location?
C4.
C4. I have not.
Okay. Then I'm going to use this other one, and I'm going to say, have you been... Have you been here?
That is D5?
Yeah.
No.
All right, and then this guy is just going to force march back over to here.
Why did he come up in the first place?
Because I didn't get the information.
He's like, Marge. Turn around!
Yep. So now you're gonna.
So now I need to ravage an area that I'm next
rage.
to. I'm gonna ravage actually.
Okay.
And it can be the space I'm on or a space adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will be this one.
No, my samurai. All right. And so you've recorded your movements.
I'm working on it. Hang on. This is Trixie. All right, go ahead. I've moved 1 or 2.
All right. This guy is going to ask if you've been here.
To B5?
Yeah.
I have not.
Okay. This guy's going to hunt here.
Where is that?
B4.
What that got me again.
All right. So they say that's how that works. And then were we playing the full game, we would just switch sides. And so the point of this video is...
You would have hunted at B5 if I had said I'd been there?
Yes, I would have hunted there. For sure.
Okay, because B5 was my base.
Was your lair.
I
thought that's where it was.
Well, I thought you weren't sure between these two.
Yeah. I thought it was this one, but I wasn't completely confident.
I thought about going there this turn, but then I thought you might jump on it. So what I was hoping would be that you would either jump on it this turn, and then if you had jumped on it this turn, I would have just danced around.
Yeah, and as you can see, I kept forgetting to move this. I mean, you only got the five actions to go, the 5 movements, which is pretty quick.
Yeah, well, it was 3, 3, and 2, so there is that.
Yeah.
So it's 1 or 2 actions. So in this case, let's look at scoring. So I have 3 rage tokens left over. Mm-hmm. So that's the Ravager. That's 3 remaining rage. Mm-hmm. And then ruin locations.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points.
So 7 ruin locations. Mm-hmm. So my victory point so far. What's the Ravager bonus?
The Ravager bonus, I think.
Oh, it's these. That's 3 plus 7, so that's 10. So 10 plus 4, my score is 14.
Yeah. And then when we would switch, you would have the opportunity to get the bonuses here. So like you could say, okay, well, I'm afraid Travis is going to get more, so I'm actually going to put these things in very easy places. I'm only going to use 3 of my defense points here.
Right.
And then so to give yourself, pad your score by 2 points, which I think is kind of an interesting thing that you can do.
Right, so I have to beat you by... So I can't let you get 14 points, and you know that too. So almost the second phase of the game is going to be a little bit more stressful for both of us.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to stop you from doing anything really. I need to catch you as fast as possible.
Correct.
The 14 does not sound like a very strong score. I would have preferred to have 18 myself. Interesting. Yeah, that was a really bad first play there. You caught my trail pretty quickly. I wondered if I should have just run in the opposite. I wonder if that's like a valid strategy to totally run in the wrong direction in the first turn and let you catch me.
I think that,
and then I can get the other 2 in, and you wouldn't stop me.
Or to give yourself time knowingly going in a direction that's the opposite, so you're burning up these locations to get points, right? So you're like, okay, I know that I'm over there. I'm gonna just go over. I'm gonna go the opposite direction, and then I'm gonna start ravaging.
Right, get
over
points.
Here.
What do I care?
Because then it puts me off it gets me off your trail a little bit, and it also allows you to get some victory points. Because I was pretty sure you were down in these 9 cards.
I was also pretty sure you were pretty sure of that.
So this one obviously you couldn't be in, but the other ones I felt like there was a strong chance that you were moving around through those areas, and you did the right thing by diminishing my options by destroying the actions.
Sure. Yeah. Well. All right. Interesting. So 3. Yeah. So that is Hunt the Ravager. As you can see, we just played half a game. Does not take that long. Mm-mm. We would then flip sides, do the same thing where he's hunting back and forth.
Yeah.
We would play on the same map.
Correct.
And then the map was a random map, I'm assuming.
Yes, we have some stuff, planned stretch goals where it tells you where to specifically put stuff. There's some other rules modules. Like I said, the 3 and the 4 player game play slightly differently. There's one of them you can actually, you have haunt tokens, which I'll go to the Kickstarter page and you can look at what that means, but it ties more into the supernatural nature of the game. I think it's a really great game. It's got art from, art from Andrew Bosley, who did the art for Everdell. So I think his stuff is great, and I'm really excited to finally be bringing this out to the public. Clinton's a new designer, but I think a really talented designer, and the story of how I met him is really cool.
Alrighty, folks. Well, thanks so much for watching. We'll have a link to the Kickstarter below in the bottom of the description of the video. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
And I'm Travis Chance.
And we'll see you on the flip side. Ha ha ha, I said Sam's catchphrase.